We went to a place today called Wayback Burgers. If you don't know what it is, it's a franchise, a high-end fast food burger chain franchise similar to a Shake Shack or a Five Guys. I've had it once, but there were also a lot of people asking about it again on the channel, like, please try Wayback Burgers. It was 2 years ago. A lot of you might not have been here. So I was driving past today because I had this Apple debacle that I was going through, and I said, you know what, let me stop in here and get a couple of things. So that is what's on the agenda today. We got the bag rip. Let me show you what I got, and then we'll get into this video. What is this? Oh, this one's kind of Captain Obvious, but this is a glizzy. Oh, that's a crazy looking hot dog. So we have a chili cheese hot dog. I asked for jalapenos, and they really put jalapenos on here. Look at this. That is an ungodly amount of jalapenos. Listen, if I ask for it and you give it to me, I'm not going to be mad. So there you go. Also got a burger. We'll open that up in a second. We got, is it ketchup, sauce? What is this? Chili. The chili's on the side of the hot dog. I was wondering what the damn chili was. That's cool. I'll put it on myself. Romano fries, which are fries with Romano cheese on them. I don't know why. It's just like scripted. And this sounded interesting, so I had to get on this too as well. But these are cheese curds. Texas Pete cheese curds. Spicy cheese curds. So, Wayback Burger. A lot of people say this place is as good as the Five Guys Shake Shack. It's probably better than Smash Burger Conglomerate. That's all I got. Diet Coke, Coke Zero. Let's drop a thumbs up, man. You guys already know the vibe, man. Let's get into this video. Let's see if they have flat soda. No. Like that, surprisingly. So let's get into this burger. This is their spicy melt. They got the inverted thing going on like Five Guys where they grill the buns, but they invert them. And on the inside of this bad boy, we've got some pepper jack cheese. There's 3 slices, green chili aioli, and then there's some fried onions on here. This thing costs $10, which is pretty comparable to what a Five Guys patty melt costs, depending on the location that you go to. But what matters is this good? These are crispy fried onions. I said grilled onions. These are crispy fried onions, by the way. Like the ones they use in a green bean casserole. Might actually be those because they taste exactly like them. Here's your inside shot of the burger. It is pretty juicy. It is pretty greasy. There's some good and some not so good about this burger, but I do think that it's not bad at all. Let me just give them a bite here. I can definitely work with this. Like, I can definitely work with that. I feel like there's grease all over me though. Look at my fingers. I'll pick that up. Damn. So, first things first, the patty is juicy. It's a very fatty piece of meat. I love the pepper jack and that green chili aioli. It's got a little bit of a kick to it. Hides over the fact that the burger patty itself isn't very seasoned. I know some people get to this thing like, why do you season burgers and stuff? When I say seasoned and I talk about beef, I'm talking about the basics. I'm not talking about anything crazy. I'm talking about salt, pepper. Even that. I think a little bit of salt goes well with a burger, especially when you're making it on the flat top. Just some kind of seasoning blend, salt, pepper. You can throw a little garlic, onion powder, but at least salt, pepper. It wakes up the burger patty just a little bit. And the other thing that they don't do very well compared to a Five Guys is this actual inverted bun. One, it's only grilled on one side. And two, Five Guys, I believe, uses mayonnaise, so it has a lot more of like a crust and a richer flavor to it. But I'm critiquing this against places like that, which is why you're going to hear comparisons. But what makes up for that, the spicy pepper jack, their aioli that's on there, and the crispy fried onions do bring flavors from it. And you get a lot of beef patty. It's a pretty big patty. So would I eat that again? Yeah, if I'm near a Wayback Burgers, I would 100% get this again. Do I think it's better than Five Guys? No, but that's my favorite chain. I would put this up against anything in what for me is that second tier, like your Habit Burger, Shake Shack, sorry, have to say it, and something like that. It's better than Smash Burger. Not bad at all. Would eat again. I love pepper jack cheese. More places need to use pepper jack. It's like a regular thing. Then we have these Romano fries. Now, I incorrectly just called them Romano fries. They're actually garlic Romano fries. So they toss these in garlic and a Romano seasoning. Is this cheese to dip the cheese curds in? I think so. We're going to try these well now. It needs more of what is on there. It's a respectable fry. It's not anything to write home about fry. But as long as you don't screw up a fry to the point that it's like burnt or something like that, you can always work with them. I wouldn't say anything crazy about these. I'm gonna try this cheese sauce right here. You're supposed to dip cheese curds in it. Dipping cheese in cheese is crazy work. Yeah, I'm okay with these. I would compare them to any other of these places. Not named Five Guys. Straight cut fry. I just wish they put more of that garlic romano in there because I can taste it, but for me, you gotta really just throw that on there to make these difference. These cost $3.99, so not bad at all for that. Decent fry. Decent fry. And we got some cheese curds. I used to eat cheese curds all the time when I was in college. Midwest, especially Wisconsin, cheese curds is like a way of life. I used to go to Culver's and stuff like that. They're harder to find around here. Some places do serve them, but anytime I see them, I try to get them. It's just a fried curd of cheese, literally. And these are their spicy version, which is tossed in like Texas Pete dust, according to them. So I'm gonna do the first one. It comes with a cheese dipping sauce, which is kind of weird. Yeah, I didn't toss these in nothing. This is a cheese curd. It's just a cheese curd. Cool, but ain't nothing resembling Texas Pete on here. It's not even Oklahoma Pete. With that being said, if you'd have just told me these are just cheese curds, I'd have been cool with them. They're crunchy on the outside. The cheese has that noticeable squeak that you would get from a cheese curd. If you know, you know, with those things. And there's not much else to a decent cheese curd. I just wanted the Texas Pete thing. I make a dunk these in hot sauce, but I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at these at all. Let's get no more cheese in the cheese. Shout out to all my Midwest people watching. It's just different out there. A lot of casseroles and just straight up like beer and cheese, bratwurst, especially in Wisconsin. But in Iowa, they actually, in the summertime, there's just a ton of bratwurst and beer too. I don't know if y'all knew that. But anyway, we have their hot dog, which I got with chili cheese and jalapenos. They put the chili on the side, which not necessarily the biggest deal, but the jalapenos and the mustard are already on there. It comes with French's, like the yellow mustard, which I'm not the biggest fan of. But let me just dissect this for you so you can get in here. They did put this on the flat top. They split it and they crisp it up, so I really like that. That's a very important thing to do when you're getting hot. I guess I don't know how, there you go. We'll just put the damn chili right here. There you go. So chili cheese jalapeno. And this is a brioche? I think this is a brioche. I'm not gonna lie. That's good. Compared to, that's better than Five Guys hot dog. The hot dog, first of all, I know y'all gonna say something. I don't care. This is the only way I can describe it. Shut up, because I know y'all. I know the AOs are coming, but just get to the point. It's a thicker hot dog. It's a lot meatier of a hot dog. There's no other way to describe that. Okay, it just is what it is. This is twice the size of a Five Guys hot dog. God, there's no other way to describe it, bro. Go ahead, drop your AOs in the comment section. With the mustard, the jalapenos are crisped up. And that buttery bun. Let me try this chili too. It's a decent chili too. It's a chili with beans. I know some people are against that. But also, what con carne got a little bit of a meat chili in there too. Again, crisped up, spice from the jalapenos. You can add similar to Five Guys, like all the toppings that you want as well. The cheddar, I just realized, was for the damn hot dog. It was in the cheese curds, so I don't know why I brain farted that, but let's get some cheese on there as well. I know somebody commented that already. Let's give it a bite. I'm not gonna lie. Of any of the burger chains that do hot dogs, that is the best one. Not even close. For $7.99, unlimited toppings, you can choose up to 14. I would definitely go back to this place. I think they offer something that's a little bit different. They have a little bit more customizability, which is a la of Five Guys. That were a little bit more affordable than a Five Guys, and you get a pretty decent amount of food. My go-to order from here They do have a regular version of this patty melt that is just like a create your own. They call it a cheesy burger. I would get one of these with some cheese curds and or a hot dog, that chili cheese hot dog. I don't really care for the fries, but I'll eat them. And they do have shakes, which I should have got one, but I wanted a Diet Coke. This is a pretty good place. The thing is, there's only 150 locations, so you have to live near one. In my area, unless we're going over the river to go to New York City, there are 2 locations. One's in Little Ferry, New Jersey. The other one is in Secaucus, New Jersey. Yes, for people not from here, it's pronounced Secaucus. I don't want to hear nothing. But I'm more than okay with this. Very, very good. If I'm rating this, this is probably going to surprise a lot of people. But that's going to piss off everybody. But I have to tell my truth. I might put this right with Shake Shack or slightly above. Whew! I said it. Sticking with it. Listen, there are way more things on this menu that I think are very good than at Shake Shack's, which all I really like are the Shack Stack or their black truffle burger. Don't really care for their fries. Don't really care for their hot dog. They don't have chili. They don't have cheese curds. I would pick this over Shake Shack. I still would pick Five Guys at number 1, but this is good. Call me shocked. I got even the bite of this. But Wayback Burgers is fire. If you have a location near you, you may not have as much luck as me, but I would definitely try it out. Now, again, I don't feel like I have to say this, but just to cover my tracks, hopefully you got this far into the video. I am only comparing this to the high-end burger chains. Yes, there are better burgers at mom and pops. Yes, there are better burgers if you go to a restaurant. I'm comparing this like for like. That's it. So I have no idea when this became a thing, but if you use the app OpenTable, but if you don't know what it is, it's basically an app you use to make reservations at restaurants, which I've used from time to time. There's something that's circulating the internet, and I'm not sure how long this has been a thing, but I was today years old when I found out. If you leave a bad review on OpenTable, they can actually block you from making reservations at the restaurant from the restaurant's discretion. So all you people that go and leave those crazy 1-star reviews, you might want to think twice before doing it. But when I saw this, I really couldn't understand the logic of why somebody would leave a 1-star review and then return to the same exact restaurant. And in this case, the one that I saw that was the reservation off OpenTable was at Chili's. As a person, for research purposes, I'm an avid review reader. A lot of 1-star reviews are things that are usually out of the restaurant's hands, and not all the time, but sometimes. For example, I've seen 1-star reviews at restaurants that don't accept Apple Pay when it's a corporate restaurant. Like, I don't know why that would give it a 1 star, but you get the idea. I feel like I would have to be really upset as a person in order to leave a 1-star review. You've seen my orders. I've gotten incorrect orders. I've gotten wrong orders. I've gotten everything. I don't think I've ever left a 1-star review. I don't really know what the purpose of it is. If you're a person who leaves reviews, again, this is just me opening dialogue because I like to talk about these kind of things. Can you please let me know what has happened in any situation that you've had to leave a 1-star review? I do think that they are warranted at times. I'm not saying that you're crazy, but you'd have to like fart in my dinner to give me a 1-star review at this point. But I do find it, in this case, ironic and hilarious that you would leave a 1-star reservation at a particular location, because it has to be at a particular location, to end up with being blocked and trying to make another reservation at said place. The one thing that I can tell you is if I'm mad enough or upset enough to leave a 1-star review, I'm definitely not going back to that place. So if you were beware, if you are a person that leaves 1-star reservations, they can start banning you at their own discretion depending on the name of the restaurant. This cheese has gotten cold and it can't even save it no more. I just wanted to see that because I thought it was hilarious. So that's going to be the end of the video. Wayback Burger, surprisingly surprising. That might be the name of this video. But we'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. And hand signs. They made it to YouTube.